You agreed to do the commencement speech at SPS. Why? What made you consider it?
I graduated from a CUNY school, and CUNY is a very special place in my heart. It not only provided me an education, but it provided my children an education. I was able to bring my eldest daughter to the Early Learning Center at Baruch. And so I've always thought, I've always said when I get rich, or have access to rich people, I will make sure that I am, paying it forward. But even though I'm not rich and don't have access to rich people, I'm kind of like, what other ways can I get involved? So for the last year, I've been really trying to think about other ways that I can get involved in the CUNY system. And then it was like, you speak things into the universe, and if your intentions are righteous, the universe will manifest them.
Right.
So I'm thinking about this, boom, and I get an email from Heather that was like, we've heard of your work and we looked you up and we'd like for you to, I know you're really busy, but would you mind? It was almost a little apologetic, and I don't know, it was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna speak. And like, this was probably one of the like,
I think that was,
no, totally. I swear to God, I was here, and I was, I'm in the workspace and the people around me, and I was like, what? Yeah, and like hit Heather back like pretty immediately.
Yeah.
So for me, this is like a huge accomplishment in my life.
Yeah.
Part of me feels like, oh my God, it's like, for
Success.
for where I am right now, it's kind of like you've arrived.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am very much indebted to the CUNY system for my ability to get education. I am, I didn't have a traditional college experience. I just couldn't. I was raising children and trying to take care of myself and borrowing a lot of money from the federal government to do so, and working at the same time, and trying to manage a household and trying to raise these little babies and trying to hold together a failing relationship. So even through all of that, I was still able to get an education, and that was because of the CUNY system. I think that CUNY is maximized dollars, right?
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, if you look at I think about some of the professors that I was exposed to in the CUNY system and their list of accomplishments, and the few that I do keep in contact with that continue to do amazing things. There's a wealth of academic knowledge and experience in the CUNY system. And I also just think too, I went away to college for a year, and that was a really important experience for me. I went to an historically black college, and that was really important experience. But then I also think about what it was to like have these various iterations of CUNY. I went as a day student, and that was very different than going as a night student. But the one thing that was always present through all of those things was diversity.
Right.
I was always, I was in classes with 55-year-old grandparents who were coming back for, to finish a degree that they didn't get to finish when they had children when they had a child at 20 years old and got married, right? Yeah. Or like the 18-year-old like mom, who's like got a tiny little baby, but who's like, I'm still gonna go to school, right? So, or like the international student from, Eastern Europe or India who, is, on a student visa,
right.
and, I don't remember a whole lot of folks from my experience, but the experience itself, the diversity and the richness of that type of engagement has stuck with me.
Right.